Sarkarigans production. This is Sarkarigans.
Oh man. So, all right. Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Pablo, aka Grandma's favorite grandson, aka the Bearded Wonder, aka Black Poseidon, aka the Pod's Boss, Pod Gift, Pod Father, all that good shit. More AKAs in the HPCU. Pinkies up. And we are here again with another episode of Toxicology Report. And I'm here as always. I will never do a show without this man. So if you don't see him on here, we're not doing it. My man, my mellow, introduce yourself.
It's your boy, best friend, a.k.a. the colonizer, a.k.a. the bleach cricket, a.k.a. the great white hype, a.k.a. white meat. It's what's for dinner.
And if you're watching this, you see we have two wonderful guests here. Ladies, can you please introduce yourselves?
Oh, right. Okay. I'm Eala, aka Coco, aka the Pleasure Principal. That's me.
That's what I was telling you about yesterday, best friend.
Why you always telling people about me? I didn't even do nothing. I did one thing. I can't live it down.
That's what it is.
Oh, I didn't even tell him what you did. I just said like, you know. Anyway,
you just said you're rich because you got a fireplace.
There you go.
Is that what you said? I'm rich because I got a fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, they've been best friends for a real long time, and he knew to jump in there. And
yeah,
okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do have a fireplace though.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Hey y'all, hey, it's me, Xtina McCrazy on Facebook, aka Xtina McCrazy on Instagram and TikTok, host of McCrazy's Place podcast on YouTube, and it has an IG, and co-host of Thursday Night Live with that guy up there in the corner. Happy to be here and being a podcast whore this week. Yay.
It's wonderful to have other SMG members on here because best friend don't meet any of them. So
well, welcome. Well, hello.
He came to the soft launch. He came to the soft launch and everybody knew him, but he had no clue who they are.
No idea.
So you don't watch none of the podcasts.
He doesn't watch his own.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I asked him, I was like, what's your favorite episode? He said, don't even ask me that anymore, bro.
I get people all the time that be like, yeah, I can't believe you said this or you talked about this. And I'm like, did we? I can't remember.
So you do remember we talked about the barges, right? You remember that episode?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Okay, all right. You do remember that I said that the barges are better than the Jacksons, right?
You did say that.
Okay, all right. As long as you remember that episode, we fine.
He must have been drinking kerosene all his life.
All right. It's always going to come back to Jackson hate with George. So
always.
All
right. I think you probably don't remember a lot of stuff because all them shot glasses in your bag. At first, I was like, "Is that seasoning?" And I was like, "Oh no, those are shot glasses."
No, the seasoning is on the other side.
Right.
See, the Jacksons.
Stop it! Stop it now.
And we got one of the barges to follow the podcast. So
what?
Yep.
Hey,
it's not one of the them ones, but
Well, no. If they're supposed to be better, then they're all the one.
It's Mark the Barge. It's Mark the Barge.
Okay. Oh, Mark the Barge. Okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the group. He was
in Switch.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. But as always, we have an icebreaker on this show. And ladies, we want to ask you the same question we asked everybody else because we like to hear this answer. And we know that the women are always petty when it comes to this answer. So if you and your man are walking outside, having fun, enjoying a victory, one too many drinks, one too many shots, He starts getting loosey-goosey in the mouth. He gets knocked out in front of you. What's your next move?
I'm about to fight.
Look at you. You're impressed.
Fight who? Fight him or fight them?
I'm fighting them.
Just trying to be clear.
9 times out of 10, I'm either gonna have a taser or a gun on me anyway. So if they want the smoke, let's go. You're not gonna put your hands on my man and think I'm just gonna sit there. No, I'm not.
What if it's his fault?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
If it's my fault or whatever, he better have my back and then cuss me out when I get home.
Okay. Christina?
I'm assuming he got knocked out by a man because
I hope so.
That's baby.
I hope so. Because if not,
I'm just saying, because different scenarios and different reactions. Situational. I'm not gonna fight no man, but I keep pepper spray and I have a taser, so
okay.
I ain't letting him go out like that.
So they both carry around sex toys with them all day long.
And
No. Since you don't watch the other podcasts, you don't know that I'm vanilla. Those are not sex toys to me.
Well, she likes the abusive sex in the room, though.
Hey, no, that's not. You know,
the spanking and the smacking. That's all I'm saying.
That's not abusive.
Okay, all right. So, best friend, since
it's hard love.
Since oh Lord, okay. Since
and
Xtina
it ain't getting too out of control because
if we're hanging out, right, best friend, we're loosey goosey, all that good stuff, and a lady happens to knock me out. Are you judging me?
I'm gonna make fun of you and record it at the beginning.
He said at the beginning.
At first.
But then you gonna pick me up?
I'm gonna pick you up.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pick her up.
Thank you. I appreciate you, sir. We've been friends for 30 years. You better do something. Anyway. So we got a video. Chance the Rapper just celebrated a birthday. And he went to Jamaica for his birthday. Had a good old time.
So did.
The internet world said he had too much of a good time. So I'm gonna play this video and then we can discuss.
Done the chat, bend your back and wind your head for that. Give me that one time, yeah, give me that, girl, give me, hey, girl, you look so fine.
So they're saying that because he's a married man, that was inappropriate.
A lot of y'all husbands was down there doing the same thing. He's just not famous and y'all didn't see it.
They were probably doing worse than that.
Exactly. So
hold on, but do we really consider him famous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He is friends with the Obamas. He is famous.
He's definitely famous. Well, I'm from Chicago, so he's definitely famous here, Midwest, all these areas. Like he's very famous.
He's famous. Best friend don't think a lot of people are famous. That's all.
Look, if you don't get me to listen to your shit, you ain't famous enough.
You've heard a couple of his songs. You just
famous enough for you.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all it takes for me.
Go ahead, Christina. I see it on your face.
What did his wife say?
Not a damn thing.
The fuck?
Not a damn thing. It's all internet. This is all internet.
Everybody else got an opinion on her marriage but her. She ain't said nothing. She chilling.
Maybe she don't give a fuck.
Because I know
she let her man go to Jamaica without her. She don't give a
carnival
fuck. Or they have some understanding or whatever the fuck. She ain't said shit. Mind your fucking business. Leave them people the fuck alone.
And he dancing. It's not like they caught him in a sex tape like they did Kevin Hart.
He outside dancing where people do that all the time. They be outside dancing.
That's all they're doing in Carnival is dancing and gyrating. Like that's all that they're doing.
And he wasn't even like nasty or overly active with it or nothing. If she ain't said shit, why the fuck y'all got something to say? Leave that man and his fucking marriage alone.
Well, they always want to mess up a marriage. Just everybody's single, don't have they fighting with their baby daddy or fighting with their baby mama, but everybody
talking
has
about what's appropriate in somebody else's marriage.
Exactly.
You don't go fuck off.
Because if it was her and she was the one gyrating, it'll be the same situation. You need to keep your wife in check. And for what? Why? That's their marriage.
I was going to ask, best friend, if that was your wife in Jamaica, dirty whining on some random man, are you upset?
I'd be picking her up.
So you feel like Chance was inappropriate?
Nah. First of
Wow.
all, his wife probably ain't say shit because she ain't bringing no money in, so she ain't got no room to say shit. First place. But come on,
she's entitled to half.
Of course.
Yeah.
She's still entitled to an opinion.
He just sprinkles the toxic in there. He just sprinkles it in there.
So I'd be pissed if it was my wife. Absolutely. Okay. But at the same time,
even though that's the culture, that's the culture there.
That's the culture.
There's a lot of things in the white culture that, like, hey, domestic violence happens all the time.
So
I'm sorry to clarify. Did you just insinuate that domestic violence is white culture?
Well, you're white too, so you know.
I forgot to put that on the list, George, before we started, because I really didn't think he was going to go there. We don't fucking call me white.
He calls everybody that shade white. He doesn't matter. Like,
no.
She's half, sir.
I'm half white, and we don't claim that side if we don't have to.
Why not?
What's wrong? I don't like it over there.
The cook is because we don't season our meat, right? So.
Or anything else in my family.
Oh my gosh. So
look, I can assure you my meat's always seasoned.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yep.
All right.
So when I put it on my page, they said that, the winding is fine. It was the ass slapping that made it inappropriate.
He didn't even really put nothing behind it. That's why I said it wasn't even like.
It wasn't a palm. He didn't.
Right.
Yeah, like he didn't grab. He didn't.
What it is.
But they're saying that
he just
when
like,
you do that, you're visualizing that you're doing something else.
Who's not? The bitch is half naked. So what?
She was fine. Juicy. The booty was doing the thing. Like, here's my thing. So so let's say that it was the wife.
Okay.
Instead of him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that the wife was the one standing there and the girl was dirty whining all over on her.
Uh-huh.
Will we still have a problem?
Well, my lady's Jamaican, so it's just part of the culture for me. I just gotta let it rock.
It's part of the culture, but I'm just saying, would there still be a problem, a social media problem? If she was
probably.
out there,
they probably be like, yo, she for the streets. They probably hit it with that.
Because she's dancing with another woman?
There's double standards. We know this.
Yeah. Yeah, women can't do everything.
Men can't either, apparently.
Apparently. But he's Chance, and he promotes his marriage often. Like, he's like, my wife, I love my wife, me and her against the world. He does that often. So
if you have any kind of emotional intelligence and you can read a room at all, and you're watching that video, he wasn't inappropriate. He was just outside having fun. And if his wife ain't said shit, the whole fucking internet can suck my dick because it ain't their business.
It ain't their business. And I'm gonna be honest, that's a part of Chicago culture. Like when we used to have parties and stuff like that, they call them fifis now, but back in the day we used to have juke parties, and that's how we were in those juke parties. The guys will lean back, his homeboy will hold him, and the girl is just a juking, and you got the other girl in front of her, her friend holding her up, and it's a vibe, it's a party. That's part of that culture as well. So he was doing stuff that he grew up doing. He wasn't doing anything inappropriate. Like when we be having those parties, that's how we get down.
Christina.
And even when he was smacking the ass, he was barely touching it. He wasn't like
Christina.
That's like saying I barely got.
Christina.
I barely got
the 95% in Chicago. You saw that, right? Somebody
I was
in front of
thinking
somebody
about it, but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Oh, you about to talk about the chaos?
Huh? Nah. We saw there's a video saying that a woman is outly saying 95% of women then had a train ran on them.
Damn, that's a high number.
Yeah.
That is disrespectful.
That's what she said.
Hold on. It gets worse though, Eala, because then
Where's
she
she
went
from?
on to
Chicago.
discuss it like it was a regular everyday afternoon after school activity that they all just went and had trains ran on them.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, so I grew up on the outskirts of Chicago.
Oh, now it's the outskirts. Okay.
No, I did. I grew up on the outskirts of Chicago. However, I did live in Chicago too.
Mm-hmm.
So there was times when I lived in Chicago, but for the most part, I grew up in the suburbs. Mm-hmm. However, I've dated guys in Chicago. Almost every guy, about 3 of the guys that I dated that lived in Chicago, they've all been a part of running a train on somebody. And the culture, I guess, in the city, in some of the schools, I guess, I don't know, was they'll meet a girl, if the girl feeling them, they got a bottle or something, and they're like, yeah, you want to come up? And they'll come up to the room or come up to wherever they are. It'll be like 3 of them, and all of them getting trains ran on them. I was like, are you serious? Like, I remember when my ex-husband was telling me that they did this and it wasn't the only time. And he was
that's why he's the ex.
Huh?
Because that's why he's the ex, because he told you he had a train ran up on him.
No, that he ran a train on a girl.
Oh God. Okay. So here's the video.
I'd be able to tell you anything, dog. You gotta be able to stomach anything.
What percentage of women do you think that had a train ran on?
Oh man. I'm gonna let her answer that. I have no idea.
95.
Damn! 95?
I mean, we got a lot of hoes.
Friends, was that like a normal thing when you was growing up? Like just like, hey man, I done had 2 buddies over here.
Yeah, growing up, I got a lot of friends.
We're talking Chicago here.
Yeah, I mean Chicago. Yeah, it's a lot of people that experienced when they was young.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So they was going through. Yeah, that was the norm. It was okay, but not okay. It's like if you know, you know. If you don't, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I think they do it when they young. Anyway, everybody do it when they young.
Everybody do it when they're young.
In Chicago.
Best friend, you ran a train?
I've been in rooms.
You've been in rooms?
You've been in rooms?
I've been in rooms that there might have been activities like that happening.
Wait, were you the engine or the caboose?
I was an observer.
No, he ain't. Now from what I was told, some guys they just be sitting back watching. They don't even participate.
Okay.
But it's crazy. Go ahead.
I was in one before where I was actually grabbing the guy, trying to tag him in, but he wouldn't do anything. He wouldn't join.
Tell me. That's crazy.
So 95%.
Wherever she grew up is 95%, baby, because I can't name 10 girls I know that have ever done anything like that.
That they ever told you they done anything like that.
I mean, let's say this. I have friends that I have been friends with forever. I know the thick and thins of the things that they've been through, had to go to clinics, had to go get abortions. Like if I know that, I would know that too. And
I don't know. A train, some women are ashamed of the train.
Maybe, but nah.
Anything else, Chris?
I mean,
nah.
To each their own. I don't judge if that's what you want to do,
then,
but
you know what
I don't believe 95% of the female population as a whole. She's talking about what she knows over there
what
where
she's
she's
experienced.
at,
Yeah.
where that's the culture over there.
Yeah, she's from the South
Because
Side.
us growing up,
The South Side.
our city
from the
was
South
small.
Side.
Everybody knew everybody. So
Lord.
if that was happening, people knew about it. And I could tell you some people that supposedly may have happened to, but not 95% of people. No, a girl or two that we knew.
And you know the sad thing is that people out here throwing out statistics like they've been places. She ain't been nowhere outside of the South Side of Chicago, and she want to be like 95. You don't even know nobody in Alabama, Arizona, Maine, but you want to say
She talking about on her block.
on
95% of her block.
school. 95% of the heifers at whatever school she went to was out here getting trains ran on them.
Sounds like she's part of the 95%.
I mean,
She gotta be. If she got that number, that means she was in the program.
I told you, if you listen to her talk, she sounds like it was a regular everyday activity. Like
I've been in the rooms
that's
as
what we
well.
do.
I've been in the rooms as well. So at least 50% of the people here has participated in said activities. So her number might not be too off. It might be too high, but it might not be too off.
Yeah, but that
But I
50%
feel like
is men, and she's talking about women.
Yeah, she's talking about women. But
There's a woman in the room with me. I don't know our best friend, but there's a woman in the room with me.
Well, I think that's why he pointed to her and he was like, "Hey, let her answer that," because I think he knows she's been part of it.
Right.
He might have was in that room with her when she was being, you know. I don't know.
I don't know.
So, I was watching a television show, and a topic was brought up while watching the show. It was about assertive and passive conversation.
Okay.
So there was this lady. She liked this guy, but she liked him too much, so she pushed him away for a little while. She realized she really liked him, so she tried to get back in his life. And he's a hockey player, so he told her, like, I have a hockey game on Saturday. You can come to the hockey game if you like. I know you don't like. He didn't say, I know you don't like hockey, but it's known that she does not like hockey. So he's like, if you want to come, you can come. Right. So her friend took that like, oh, he invited you. She was like, nah, he didn't invite me. He just said if I wanted to come.
Okay.
Why are women like that?
Why?
Yeah,
really?
I said it.
That's
yes,
the question.
I said it. Yep, I said it. Because
no, I'm trying to understand why are women like what?
Why does it have to be so in your face?
Dry.
Bring your ass here. Like, why? If you want to come, then come. If you don't want to come, then don't come. What's the problem?
When you say he's a hockey player, is that his profession or is this a hobby?
That's he's in the league.
Right, so that's his profession.
Part-time.
If you spend a majority of your free time outside of your profession playing hockey, why the fuck are you dating a girl who don't like hockey?
It's not the point. Like, it's something to do.
I'm just saying that's the first red flag.
It's something to do to get out the house.
That's the first red flag.
I can't help who I like, and I can't help what she likes.
No, but your passions are your passions, and even if she don't like it, she's not gonna come see you or whatever.
Take that TV show out. Let's say if I'm sitting at home relaxing, you're sitting at your house relaxing, right? And you be like, I like, yo, if you want to come over if you feel like it. Here's
the thing, women. I'm not gonna speak on all women. I'm just gonna go off of
95% of them.
I'm gonna go off of me per se, and then also maybe a few of my friends, the people that I know. So about 0.000.5% of the population, of women. a lot of women would prefer for a man to say simply, I want you to come over here.
Isn't that the same thing as I said though?
No, it's not. What you are saying is basically giving me this. It's like you're giving me an option of coming or not, but you're also making it seem like whether I come or not doesn't mean anything to you. So if you're telling me, well, if you want to come, then you could come. It's more or less like, well, I don't really want you here.
It's
And
like
that's
whatever.
How it's retrieved is, I want you here, but I don't want you here. And if you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. And if you don't,
It's whatever.
I'll call somebody else. Like it's the
It's whatever.
Where the other person come from?
I'm just because it's whatever. Because
Yeah,
if you
it's
want
whatever.
me there,
That's
plain
the
and simple,
difference.
Don't nod
I
your
want
fucking
you
head, white
here.
man.
They just want to feel wanted. That's what it is. Like you got
Wanna
to flat
feel
out.
wanted.
We want
But
you
if
to
you-
say, I want you to come over. I want to spend
If I
time
had a
with
conversation
you. Not,
with their
oh,
friend,
I ain't doing shit, so it's whatever.
Right.
Exactly. It's like, well, you ain't doing shit. I ain't doing shit. Let's not do shit together. Like, no,
okay.
no.
Like, so if I call best friend, I'm like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, yo, I might slide through. Is that cool? That's what y'all want to hear? You want to hear a flat out, yes, that's okay to come through?
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. That's
That's a
you and
different
best
scenario.
friend. Y'all dudes, y'all are different. With a relationship with someone that you care about, that you also hope cares about you in return.
And you're sticking your penis in her. You can't sit
Or,
over here.
or what if I haven't
Yes.
stuck my penis in her yet and she's still doing this?
If you're moving towards sticking your penis in her, and that's
Okay.
understood that that's the path you're on.
Okay.
What you're not going to be able to stick your penis in her if you don't invite her over.
So, but if I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. You can come over if you want.
Okay.
If you don't want to come over, it's fine.
I have a
see you
question.
another day.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is the biggest thing that you and your significant other may go back and forth about when you give her an option?
Anal sex.
Washing dishes.
Oh, okay. Best friend.
It's true.
In his house, it might be true.
It's true.
Okay, I was going for something more like deciding what y'all are going to eat, what restaurant she want to go to, food type of thing. I was going in that direction. But okay,
Dishes.
let's use anal.
Okay.
If you want to give her anal,
Yeah.
or you want anal, you're not going to say, well, do you is that right? You know how you feeling about me putting my penis in your booty hole? Like, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna be like, I want some of that ass.
So okay. So if I ask her, like, no, I'm like, yo, if she says you can do it if you want, or if you don't want, I'm still fine with that.
That's because if she says that regarding anal, she don't really want to do it, but she'll do it for you.
Exactly.
What the fuck is the difference when I say you can come over when you feel like it if you want to?
It's different.
It's different.
It's the difference between wanting to spend time with me and being like, oh, I ain't doing shit, so I don't care if you
I
come
do
over
want
or
to spend
not.
time with you.
Then say that.
I
Boom,
also know
done.
it might be a little late and you might not want to leave the house. So if you don't want to leave the house, stay your ass the fuck home.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Have a conversation
If a
about
woman
it?
wants to be with you and spend time with you, she gonna get her ass out that goddamn bed and she's gonna come to you.
If she wants to, right?
If you say something like,
so,
I know
if you
it's late,
say-
but I would love to spend time with you right now, or if you could come over, and then it's still up to her. But instead of saying it's whatever, you've said, I want you here with me. That's totally different. Those are two different things.
Or I'm being considerate, knowing that you may.
Did you not hear the first
you
part
not
of
hear
the
what she said?
fucking
Yes,
conversation?
I did.
I know it's late.
Right. But I'm putting it on the table of you don't have to if you don't want to. That's all I'm saying.
When you simply say, I know it's late, but I would love to see you right now. Can you come over here?
Okay.
And spend some time with me. That's different than, I know it's late, but if you want to come over here, you know what I'm saying? Come on over. Like, that sounds a little bit more, I ain't gonna lie, it sounds a little bit more sleazy. And it sounds like, it doesn't sound like you have any game. It doesn't sound like you have any intention of really spending time. It just sounds like, all right, well, if you want to come over here, you know what I'm saying? Come on, like if I come over there, it won't be a setting where you'll probably be in your pajamas or or have on your tidy whities or some shit and just looking regular, as opposed to you saying come over here. Now I feel like it's go.
Tidy whities is a deal breaker.
So okay, so would you rather me just say come over here and get this dick?
Yeah,
I mean, if that's what it's about,
if that's what we doing.
If that's what it's about, if that's the type of relationship. But if it's a relationship and sex is included or whatever, then like Eala said, we want to feel like you want to spend time with us. Not like, oh, well, I ain't doing shit, so it's cool if we spend time.
Go ahead,
and you a grown ass man, say what you want.
Yeah, like
don't throw out the options. You
ain't stupid. You have a vocabulary. Use words.
It's just like the whole thing with that's why I was trying to use the food as an example. Men get frustrated with women all the time because we never know what we want to eat. Because you gave me too many options. Don't sit over here and say what you want to eat. Like, what's by you? Shit, I don't know. By me, it's like 20 restaurants by me.
You a grown ass woman.
It doesn't matter.
You've been eating since you was a child. You know what you like and what you don't like.
I do, but I don't know what I'm in the mood for.
It's women just want to be told what they want. Like, just
then
what do you want?
They're like,
I don't want to be told. I want you to simply say to me, I'm going to Chick-fil-A. What you want? Okay, because I know what I want from Chick-fil-A.
And that's why I simply say, I'm going to put it in your ass tonight, and I don't care what you say because I'm telling you what you about to get. There's rules to this.
There's rules to this.
I'm going to sleep.
These are not the same thing.
Welcome to the Toxicology Report.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, Xtina, you want to be on here? Welcome to the show.
No. You said you needed a lady to come on the show, and I was like, what the hell?
Yep,
it's past my damn bedtime.
See? But
So just like that, like she didn't want to be on the show. You just said you needed a lady, so she was like, okay. Not like she really wanted, so same thing.
If you wanted to come on here, you could have came on here. If you didn't want to, you didn't have to come on here.
But that's not how you asked, though.
You ain't nah.
You definitely didn't ask. You didn't ask like that. You said that you needed a lady for the show. Anybody interested? And everybody who was interested said whatever. It wasn't one of those where, hey, Eala, you didn't reach out to me personally and say, hey, if you want to come on the show, you know what I'm saying, be cool. But if you don't, it's cool.
I didn't come to you directly, but you knew what the fuck I was talking about when I said, do I need a lady to come on the show?
But all of these are different.
That's different.
The key word is situational, George.
So he ran a train on a group chat, and you guys just decided to join in.
Yep.
I cannot.
One big gangbang. There's one big gangbang, and they all here now.
And they joined in.
I can't do it.
What just happened?
What always
I'm
happens?
so glad I'm not drinking right now.
What always happens when me and best friend talk? We talk about gangbangs.
You're much milder than him. I'm surprised.
Right now.
I'm surprised.
So there's 3 versions of conversation.
Okay.
There's passive. That is I am passive. Bring your ass if you want to. If you don't, I'll see you another time. It's fine. Okay. There's assertive. Bring your ass here. Okay. You bring here. Dick here for you. You get here. Okay. Then there's aggressive. I'm gonna put it in your ass whether you like it or not. Okay. So they have them in columns. So in the passive column, they have too scared to say what they think. I don't believe that at all. avoid eye contact. That's that whole looking down, like, hey, if you want to come over, it's like that shit.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the couch by yourself.
Like, hey, if you want, can you hold the balls a little bit for me? I appreciate that. Speak softly, reduces their own self-esteem, and makes the body smaller by crouching down and being timid. Then assertive expresses clearly and confidently, maintains eye contact, all in your face. You're gonna get this dick. Speaks firmly, increases your own self-esteem, firm yet welcoming. So, and aggressive is expresses
for you. Welcoming. I have dick for you.
The dick is here.
He's a dick.
Aggressive is expresses self with aggression and irritation. That's you, best friend. Yep. Stares in a judgmental way. Best friend again. Speaks loudly. Every once in a while, he gets loud. Every once in a while. And reduces the person's self-esteem. The other person, not yourself. You do that sometimes.
Well, that's also describes what they call me as a narcissist.
Yeah, 110%. You check off like at least 8 of the boxes on narcissism.
That's definitely narcissism.
And your own needs come first. See?
What are you, a Capricorn?
You're close. Pisces.
I love my Pisces.
That's him. He's
Pisces.
a March Pisces though, so he different. But yeah, that's just like you, best friend. Like when you said, I don't have to beat off because I can just go out and get, vagina from anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, because you just go get somebody because that's just who you are. Me personally, I'm like, hey, if you want to come over, you can come over. It's cool.
If not, I'm gonna beat off.
Yep. If not, I'm gonna beat off. Simple as that.
Yeah, but he'll also say, I'm going to put my dick in your ass and I don't care how you are. You a rapist?
It definitely was giving rape a man.
Yeah, it was giving rapey vibes. And if you say
girl,
that you can just go out and get it, that kind of gives rapey vibes too.
The girl wants the anal. It's just that he's not asking her. It's just part of the routine.
So there's rules.
She likes it when you say, and I don't care if you want it or not.
There's rules. Like when you enter the door, that's basically you giving consent to whatever happens.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Have you discussed that before she came through the door?
Wait. What door? You mean your house? Okay.
But did you discuss that before she came through the door?
Oh, I know what they call.
They know the rules when they come through the door. Okay.
If y'all talk about the rules before they come through the door,
as long as there's consent somewhere.
Yeah.
All I care about is that there is consent somewhere.
Well, yeah, he's not just taking it.
Don't
he's
put
not
taking
my ass.
All right, in surround sound.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he's not Trey Songz. He's not just taking the ass.
Taking ass.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So,
well, it's kind of like, okay, so I always attest to this because I feel like this is the best description of passive, aggressive, assertive, and whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was the clip of Jill Scott when she said, you can tell me what to do. You can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do. It's two different ways. And in all honesty, it depends on the person. It depends on the person that you with, that you're vibing with. Some guys, I've dated guys where I could not continuously date because I knew that I was a bit more aggressive than them. And I didn't want a guy that was
soft and weak.
Fairly passive, not soft and weak, but
that's what it is. That's how y'all see a passive.
But I don't see it that way. I don't.
So why did you stay with him then?
I don't like to call men passive. I mean, well, not passive. I don't mind calling them that, but I don't like calling men weak.
Why didn't you stay with them?
Huh?
Why didn't you stay with those men?
Because I felt like I could walk all over them, and I didn't want to be with a man.
Because you had more testosterone and dick than they did.
Then what's that called? If you felt like you can walk all over them, what's that
I
called?
felt like they was just a little bit too passive for me.
They just weren't aggressive enough.
And then I dated guys that was super aggressive. I dated narcissists, and I was like, God, my God. But
I like how you use every other word besides weak, because that's all you describing.
I mean, I feel like men who are super aggressive are weak. Because
yeah, best friend.
Here's the reason why. Because if you can be super aggressive with a woman, but if a man comes in the room, you don't have that same energy. I feel like you're weak.
Oh, that's not you, best friend.
Yeah, you have that same energy. If you're gonna be talking crazy to me, talk crazy to him too. Because now, but the guys that I've encountered that were narcissists, that's how they were. It was like, I'm aggressive over here, but if a man came in that room, please.
Everybody a stepper to a real stepper walk in the room. Mm-hmm.
See, you described a pimp from the 70s, super aggressive with the women, but when a guy comes around,
that's what you got from that. That's all you got from that.
I got from.
I mean, some of the pimps was knocking people out too. So I won't say all the pimps, but some. But an assertive man has this thing when they talk.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets your attention. Like the guy that I'm dating,
you wet.
When he talks, I just listen. I'm listening.
It's a confidence.
It's the confidence in what he's saying and the fact that he can back up the stuff that he's saying. So it's like when he speaks, I'm listening. When he says this, I'm here.
But can a man also be confident and aloof at the same time?
Yeah.
Ooh, he used a big word right there. Most of our listeners, they don't know what that means.
Yeah, you got to break it down for the people in the back. But I'm an Aquarius, and we're mostly aloof. So.
Yes. So yeah, aloof. You're nonchalant. Like if you want to come over, you can come over. If not, hey, it is what it is. Like, can you have the best of both worlds?
I mean, you can. But I'm not sure. It depends on the person because it may not be the best to them. A lot of women require you to be more assertive than passive aggressive, because when you're passive aggressive, one or two things is gonna happen. The chick is either gonna do too much because she's trying to get that more aggressive up out of you, and because you're being passive aggressive, she like, all right, well, I'm coming over. Now you got clothes at your house. You didn't ask this heifer to bring a bag and leave clothes and toothbrush and all the other shit, but now she halfway moving in your shit because you
ain't said shit.
Because you ain't said shit.
Yep,
you ain't tell her bring yourself, bring your bag, and then take that bag and all that shit in it with you. Now she done left stuff at your house because you're passive aggressive.
Best friend, have you always been that super aggressive, or did something happen to you that made you that way? Because sometimes people are passive and then an event happens that made them realize being passive wasn't a thing because they got their heart broken or something like that. So now they're super aggressive to counteract all the shit that happened to them.
Yeah, I would probably say that describes it pretty accurately, saying that I wasn't always that way until an event happened or so that basically changed things. So I agree with that.
Okay. So before that, you was asking to put in the ass. Now you just put in the ass. Okay.
Yeah. And then I realized before that most times, like every woman that always said no has always taken it and liked it at some point. So the women like to play that game, like little cat and mouse game. Like, no, I don't suck dick, but you sucked my homeboy's dick 200 times yesterday. So
he sounded right.
but your homeboy was like more charismatic than you. That's why he got his dick sucked. It's not.
But you can't say they say they don't or they won't or they can't. But they always most of the times they're just like, I really want to. I just don't want to act like that because the women are like, oh, I don't have sex on the first day. I don't want you to think I'm a hoe. You really are a hoe. Like, don't play the good role right now because you don't want me to think that. Like, come on.
Dude, just because she sucked your homeboy's dick don't mean she want to suck yours.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's all.
It's true. It's white, so you never know.
This guy.
A black girl asked me one time if it was Neapolitan colors like her light-skinned boyfriend. Like he said his was like a little pink, a little bit darker, a little bit, like 3 different tones down there. So okay.
That is true.
See? Neapolitan penis.
That is true.
All right.
I never even thought about it like it is. That's so true.
Hey, Christina, how you doing?
Oh my God, I never even thought about that.
Christina like chocolate men, Mike.
Well, the dark chocolate?
Yeah, milk chocolate, dark chocolate. She go that way.
I like chocolate men too, but for whatever reason, all these super light men keep coming at me. So I can't shake them.
Because internalized colorism. The dark men like light women. The light men like dark women.
Oh, is that what it is?
The light men usually like men.
Hey.
The ones who like women.
Shut up.
Like
Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord.
So would you, best friend, would you like to share that event that turned the corner for you?
I don't. Yes. So it's one of those things where, like, I think when there's probably a couple events I could probably go over, honestly, in my life. But I think when you have that puppy love, when you first, and then, you think it's like high school love. You think you're going to be together forever. This is the one. And then they cheat on you. Something happens, whatever. Usually that causes something.
Yeah. That's so I feel like in that case, one or two things can happen. Either you turn super aggressive or you internalize and become super passive. So, because I think we went that same path, and I got super passive for a very long time.
Or you become an active shooter.
This is Toxicology Report. Like nothing he says surprises me. So I just like to see y'all faces. So this is awesome. Because everybody be thinking I'm playing when I say he say whatever he wants.
I love it. I'm just.
But it's true though. It's true. Those motherfuckers had something happen and they didn't know how to handle their emotions. Somebody didn't deal with big emotions with them when they were younger.
That's what it said. It's a thing on Twitter that says men are still upset with the girl that broke their heart in 7th grade.
Now I can believe that to be true.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not upset with the girl that broke their heart, they're upset with their mama because their daddy left.
Mm-hmm.
It's something.
Yeah. The girl that broke my heart in 7th grade. Yeah, it's hands when I see her. It's just me and her got a tussle. She owed me at least 5 minutes. Like,
see, it's not just white people to do domestic violence. This is
no. It's a square up. This is an even situation. We gonna be in the middle of a field. Me and her need hands. So, yeah.
That's because she looked like a silverback gorilla right now.
If she does, I don't want her hands. I don't want those hands. I'm good. Oh man.
I mean, it's weird though because and I think it may be a thing because a lot of men aren't taught to like deal with their emotions because it's so weird that men will literally like on purpose break a woman's heart. On purpose break their heart and then be surprised when consequences happen.
Yeah.
You're surprised that she, doing stuff or she's stalking you or she trying to beat up your girlfriend, your new girlfriend, and all of a sudden you're surprised that she did that. But it's like
we didn't think she had that in her. That's what that is. We didn't think she had that in her.
Well, yeah,
she might not have till you broke her heart on purpose.
You broke her heart, so it triggered, and it was on purpose.
Yeah, I used to be that way.
I'll
get to a point. I would have a cutoff. I literally would get to like 8-9 months, and I'm like, yep, that's it. I'm done. And I would just stop it at 8-9 months and move on to somebody else.
Because he was a whore.
No, because I was afraid to start feeling something. I didn't want to feel
and
nothing
then getting
for that
yourself
person.
hurt. So
Yep.
you would hurt them instead.
Exactly, and cut that shit short.
Whew.
Well, that's because he had them Lucy girls. That's why he couldn't feel anything. He was afraid to feel something.
And then when I finally did get one, I got
Fell
hurt.
in love.
I fell in love, got hurt, and then me and him at the bar, I'm over there damn near crying, talking to him about what happened.
And then I'm like, fuck that bitch.
That's exactly what he says.
Yeah,
Every
fuck
time.
that bitch.
So,
I mean, heartache.
she's not a B word. Shout out to her if she ever listens, but yeah, she's not a B word. we reconcile. Yeah. Like we're good. It's just she's married now, so yeah, that's all. But yeah, so
you still want some of that ass?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh my God.
Heartache is a motherfucker. So
Ain't it though?
It is what it is. But I think that after heartache, everybody needs to go to counseling or something. You get your heart broke, find a way to deal with that shit because baby,
y'all out here wilding.
That's the reason why you got 5 shows dedicated. What is it? You got First 48. You got
Snapped.
You got what's the other one? It's called Love Triangle.
Love and Murder or something.
Love is something.
Yeah.
That one.
See,
and then
these are all the shows black people be watching, Best Friend, while you at work.
No, because we in the white community watch CSI, so we try to figure all that shit out.
I definitely watch the fuck out of CSI.
I watched the ID channel. Y'all not good killers, bro. Y'all not good killers at all. Y'all are very terrible.
It's emotion based.
Very terrible.
It's just emotion based.
Like he left used cigarettes in there. He left in there. He basically left his damn driver's license in there. Like
I watched one. He told the entire family, "Yeah, we're going on a hike," and then he just pushed the ass off the cliff. Like, bro, you already told her where they're gonna be at. Like, y'all bad killers, bro.
Bad.
Well, he tried to say she fell, right?
Yeah, he did. Exactly what he said.
I mean,
she got too close and just fell off the side.
Trying to take a selfie.
Yep.
I mean,
and then
that's a pretty good alibi, though. That shit happens.
See, that's the other half of you. Don't do that. That's the other half of you.
I'm just saying, at least that's possible. Not like no dumbass. Well, why are your fingerprints on the knife that was sticking out of her neck? Like,
okay, OJ.
Right. They had.
He was acquitted.
I watched one. The wife fed her husband cyanide for 10 years.
Yeah, with apple seeds. I saw that one.
And then the only reason why they found out when they did the autopsy, they found that much cyanide in the hair strand. That's how much it was coming through the hair like that.
Yep, through apple seeds. She was grinding them up.
Mm-hmm. Terrible.
I saw that one. I had thought about it.
Hey, yo. Oh, man. Yeah, this was a good conversation.
I'm against murdering people.
Yeah, me too.
That's my stance.
Yeah.
I don't believe in murdering people. I think that is you really have. I think you really have to love yourself.
Did she chuckle, best friend? Like, I don't believe in murdering people.
However,
I do not believe in murdering people. I think that there is a way that you should always deal with your emotions when whatever. But the chuckle is because I just remembered that I had saw the was it Florida that had started the death penalty for people who have abused or molested children.
Really?
That doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Not at all. I'm not bothered by that in one shape, form, or fashion.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared because number one, it's Florida. So how they gonna twist some stuff around and kill some people they don't need to be killing?
The niggas.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, trust me, Florida is shaped like a gun. It's a weird situation in Florida. But what I'm saying is the concept doesn't.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to sign a petition to get that lady free that shot her husband.
The one that had the preschool and her husband was molesting the daycare.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we talked about it on here.
She need to be free.
She needs to be free today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Best friend, you got one?
Nope.
Can you think of one?
Nope.
You stupid. Oh my gosh, sir. You're killing me here. You're killing me. So
Best friend look like he about to leave.
he is.
I know, like he waiting to jump up and.
I'm ready. I gotta go. You never know who's knocking on that door. They sign a waiver when they walk in.
Bruh.
Oh, goodness.
If you need any utensils, you can holler at your girl. I sell them.
I told you.
And
I got
by
all you need.
utensils for the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
That means a knife in case you want to murder them.
It does not.
Penises.
It
You gotta-
means
you gotta-
penises.
Penises, you gotta stab them guts.
Yeah, you got to stab them guts.
I just murdered that ass in a different sense.
And I got stuff. So since you like to give anal, I got stuff you could put in their booty, and it makes it shine like it got a light that reflects off of it.
I usually just use glow in the dark butt plugs.
Yeah, that's what it does. It's the butt plug that glows in the dark.
Mhm.
It look like a diamond.
Yeah.
trying
Shine
to
bright
tell
like
you.
a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond while you're hitting it from behind him.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Bruh.
Pablo don't know nothing about that. He don't go around the butt area.
No.
He's scared.
Not scared. Just choose not to.
He's scared. He thinks because if you go around her, she got to go around yours, so he don't want his touch.
Yeah, no, nobody's coming to mind. I'll leave that to
That's
you,
not
sir.
what that means.
He's
Nah.
scared.
Well, women have more orgasms than men, so and that's one of the orgasmic areas. So
Yeah, best friend. Orgasmic areas.
You ain't gotta tell me nothing. I know.
if he doing it, gonna tell him something.
All right.
Yeah, best friend likes to get his booty tingled with.
It's an orgasm. Why not?
Do they go in your butt or they just?
I didn't need to know. I don't need to know.
It's common knowledge at this point.
Why don't you want to know?
Yeah, it's common knowledge at this point.
I don't really like to know people's personal sex details. I feel like that's knowing
Is it cringy?
too much about people. I don't.
So you gonna look at me and judge me differently now?
No, I just
Like,
don't want to know.
I see you at the family cookouts all the time. Like, don't be looking weird.
Be looking at you at the cookout going, does he have a glow in the dark diamond in his ass right now?
I'm
See?
wondering if he
That's
has
just
it right now.
awkward.
I ask. I straight ask. Like you, when you walking a little weird. What you got going on back there today?
All right. Best friend, first and foremost, please don't walk around with an ass plug. Okay, appreciate you.
That's not your business. We don't
Ain't
have to
none of
know.
y'all
That's
okay.
what I'm
Doing it not.
saying.
First of all, I've been friends with this man for 30 years. Yes, it is my business. Do not walk around with no ass plugs.
Why
When
is his butthole your business?
See, and that's why I was trying to tell you about the train thing. You tried to say like, "Oh, you don't know." I got friends I've been friends with for 30 years.
Because when they see him, they see me. That's how close me and him are. So
Okay.
So
no.
close that what happens with his booty hole somehow reflects on you?
Exactly.
That's not true.
Oh, in Baltimore City, it does.
That's weird.
Baltimore needs to chill the fuck out.
So what he's saying is, when they see my butt plug, they think of him.
Yep.
That's weird.
So they just think he's a butt plug.
What's weird is
That's weird.
What's weird is me and him going to the bar and he's asking all the waitresses, if we were a gay couple, who you think would be the woman? That's what's weird.
Oh, I got the answer to that.
Hold on. What?
She said, "Go get your wig."
What's the answer to that?
She
I
said,
don't know. I
"Get
was
the
just
wig."
playing.
Nah, she
No,
knows.
no. We here now. What's
She
the answer
knows.
to that?
Do 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 do.
Christina? You like? Oh no! Now you gonna cut the? Okay. If me and best friend were gay, who's the bottom?
I plead the fifth.
Hey, yo.
Well, I don't know. Wait, hold on. See, if we went passive versus aggressive, then yeah, Pablo, you'd have to go get your wig. But best friend has already admitted to liking to have his butthole tinkered with. So I'm not really sure. It's a
the
tie
evidence
for
is
me.
there. That's all I'm
Maybe
saying.
you guys switch.
Are we switches now? We're switches now.
You can be switches.
Switch better have my money.
Come on, we all know that if we were in a relationship, I'd be the super aggressive top, and he'd get choked out on the bottom.
No. There are relationships where the woman is super aggressive.
Well, not in this case.
There is no woman. So.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 2023. We can identify to wherever we want to be.
That is true.
Which is why y'all could be switches. See? Duh, right back around full circle.
I had a question, but God damn it. Usually right here, best friend will go into his sack and he'll have a question for you. But he doesn't have a sack question because he don't be on social media like that anymore, so he don't check his DMs.
His sack is empty.
Yep, his sack is empty. So, there's a video going around of a woman who's divorcing her husband because they have not had sex in a while. Yeah, Israel. How long is too long without going without sex?
With your spouse?
Significant other, not spouse.
Well, you said she was getting a divorce, so that's her husband.
I'm gonna say that's her husband. So
right, unless you want to put yourself as married, then go right ahead. How long is too long? Best friend will be like 10 minutes.
I want to hear their bullshit answers.
As someone who has been married before.
Oh, you're divorced?
First of all, all three of y'all got that in common.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, all three of y'all got that in common.
It's not the physical act of sex and how long you're not having it, because so I had 2 kids pretty back to back, and the sex kind of waned off at that point, as much for him as for me. We had 2 fucking kids that were really small. But I think what it is, and I speak for me and from my experience, I speak for no one else. I think it's the lack of intimacy that'll kill it. And if you're not having sex, there's a level of intimacy that isn't there. And it's a matter of how that goes and how long you can stand that or deal with that, or if you can fix that.
Okay. See that, best friend? Little kids, no sex. You learn from that.
I don't know what kind of relationship they're in.
I'm going to say, I don't know, because for me, we didn't have any children. So a few days was too long for me. Because it's like outside distractions with, work or anything else like that, a few days was just too much.
Okay.
And I agree with Xtina about the intimacy 100%. Because if the intimacy is there, you're really honestly not lacking a lot. Because you are still having your fun moments, your intimate moments, you're still touching on each other, you're still involved with each other, you're still, building up into the sex. You know what I mean? Because I could be knocked out, you could be knocked out and wake up in the middle of the night and we going at it. And I'm completely fine with that. Then I'm going back to sleep. It doesn't have to, there's no set time for it. But when you have children, it can make it a little bit more difficult because now you have to find times to be able to do it when the kid's not waking up in the middle of the night, or because if they have extracurricular activities, or if there's a baby involved, like the
Or
shit
if you're
becomes
just
tiring.
fucking tired.
You're too fucking tired to be sitting over here. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta sit over here and be like, you horny, or they horny, or somebody horny at any. And here's the other thing: men and women are horny at different times of the day.
Mm-hmm.
A woman's peak is usually in the afternoon. A man's peak is usually first thing in the morning, and there's a meet in between that you can possibly get. And if you are being intimate and doing foreplay and playing throughout the day, by the end of the day, if you guys both have a 9 to 5, by the end of the day, yeah, you're going to find some time to get that in. But if you're not doing any of that work in between, and her peak is between 2 and 5 o'clock, and then by the time she get home, she got all this other stuff to do, and then your peak was at 5, 6 in the morning until like 2 o'clock, y'all done missed y'all window.
See, best friend, you can be too tired, sir.
You're never too tired for sex.
I would beg to differ. I've fallen asleep in the middle.
I beg to differ.
Never too tired, never too hot, never too cold. Best friend don't care.
So I agree with Xtina in the 100% of everything she said. I do believe it comes back to a lot of times, and I'll put it, since she didn't, I'll put a time limit on it. I'll say roughly once you go about a week or so, that's when like you start getting irritable. I think that's when you guys start like snipping at each other. But I also think if you're going a week and you're getting irritable, it's not just about the actual intercourse part of it. I think it's about the intimacy part of it, and even just that pillow talk, or the, take a shower together, or some type of intimacy in that sense. I agree 100%. Like there's a lot more intimacy in a relationship than just the sex part of it. And then, so I think the sex just after, you guys could be arguing or fighting for a week or so. And I think once you have sex, I think that kind of resets the mind of saying, okay, things are good. You guys start getting back to, normal, and then you got to have that reset again. So every time you have sex, it's almost like that mental reset in the relationship.
So it's like that when they said women want to feel wanted. Is that feeling?
Yeah, it's like, it's almost that thing. You guys like, I hate you this week, whatever the case. And then you have sex, and it's like both you guys feel wanted again, like feel loved again, and then you go back to hating each other a week later.
Okay. Look, go ahead, Xtina. Talk it out.
I don't know if I like that pattern.
What's up? Talk about it.
I was going to say that sounds a little toxic, but this is the toxicology report.
But that's most relationships now. It's like, hey, you guys.
Oh, that's too bad. I think that. So when Eala was talking about the windows of when the guys peak versus the girls peak, what I was thinking about was if you're constantly putting the intimacy and the affection and all of that stuff, which I guess is kind of similar to what she said. If you're already doing all of that, sex will happen naturally. Like it will just happen because you'll be on that same wavelength. You're vibing, your chemistry is, and you'll just fucking want to do it.
That vibe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Xtina got it. Best friend got it.
No, because now I'm thinking about Pissy Kelly.
We've been singing that song all week.
But yeah, man, that was dope. Thank y'all for coming on here. Really appreciate it. I know best friend likes to talk to different people all the time, so this is really, really fun. We popped.
I don't get out much.
Yeah, we popped Xtina's cherry. So
best friend cherry.
Yep. So you see, he's not that bad. I told you.
Not that. What you think?
He's much more calm than he is on Instagram.
Yes, he is. Very much so.
I'm super angry on there.
Yeah, you're kind of
like, fuck this person.
Like,
fuck that person.
Know what to expect. He's very.
Yeah. That's
you got to give the people what they want.
Yeah. That's who I know. They know the Instagram person. I know him. So
Right.
Yeah.
This is
So,
my first time interacting with him for real, so it's
This is our
different
first-
than
This is our
who you
first
put on
intercourse.
Instagram. You
He just happy somebody like is like almost white is in here with him because he always keeps saying he's tired of being the only white person in the SMG.
I feel like we're
That's
together.
two. That's two. That's twice. Twice. You guys have let me in with the dandruff demons.
Oh yeah, best friend seen that list. He's seen that list too. The envelope
headlights
and
rice.
all that. Yeah, that's where he got bleach cricket from. That's on that list.
I'm telling you, over there on TikTok, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy how each platform has its own vibe.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok is yeah.
So,
They be over there wilding.
Can you tell the people where they can find you at and all that good stuff
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Hey, everybody. It's me, Xtina McCrazy on Facebook, aka Xtina McCrazy on Instagram and TikTok. Host of McCrazy's Place Podcast on YouTube, and it has an Instagram. And co-host of
you should check her
Thursday.
Really good.
The last one?
Yeah. All of them. All your McCrazy places are good.
Yay, thank you. Co-host of Thursday Night Live with that guy up there in the corner, presented by Sarcarrogance Media Group, SMG or SMD.
That's right.
Go forth with kindness and love this week.
Me. Okay.
Where's Penis Peddler?
Okay. You can catch me on Facebook. That's Eala, Eala, because you don't know how to spell it. I mean, you know how to say it when you read it. Spell it out.
It's the Eala.
It's the Pleasure Principle Zone on TikTok. Also, the Pleasure Principle Zone on Instagram. Holla at your girl, and you'll catch my link in there. I'm also a bedroom candy sex therapist, so you can always holla at me if you have any questions, any needs, and concerns. If you want to purchase anything, you can catch me also on the PGC After Dark. That's the Fat Girl Chronicles After Dark every other Friday. We will not have a show this Friday coming up, but we're going to have one next Friday. So catch all the foolery there.
See, I told you, best friend, she's a penis peddler.
She like the peni.
Yep.
Not a penis peddler.
I dabble with the pen.
See? Best friend, I'm telling you, man.
She got the penises.
I'm gonna send you the other episode she was on. Okay? I'm gonna send you to the specific spot where I just let it go. It was like, y'all got it.
He ain't been my friend since then. Nope. We've been butting heads since then. Nope.
I still maintain they be thinking about dick more than we do.
First of all, I wasn't thinking about it. She pulled it out. Okay.
I did.
Bam.
Yes, but ever since then, literally every time her name comes up, you talk about her penis.
Penis peddler. Best friend. Wise words, man.
You can catch me like herpes.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Does that mean he never goes away?
Exactly.
Never go away. I'm the best friend that just never goes away.
Yep.
I mean, more than half of the population has it, so it is what it is.
Yeah, best friend.
That means two people in this room got it. If we're talking about it.
Not necessarily.
And it's usually the white people.
I'm not white, damn it!
Oh man. Thank y'all again for watching. Thank y'all again for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. Put some comments in below, man. If you don't like what best friend's saying, put it down below. If you like what he's saying, put it down below. If you want to talk to Eala, put it down below. I'll send the message over to her. If you like what Xtina got to say, down below. If you hate my voice and you want a new host, let me know. We'll get somebody. I'll get out of here and we'll just have best friend here by himself because you know the white listeners want that anyway. So it's cool, you know. Like we always say, in the Vegas we trust. Be safe, stay toxic, and we out.
Sarcarrogance Production. This is Sarkarigan.